Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I am working on this page today, and what I chose to do is I want to do like a vignette type of background, and all I had done was I took just a piece of printer paper and I folded it in half and then folded it in half again and just kind of held it up here like so, and kind of drew almost a half circle or almost a quarter circle, and I just cut it out, and that gave me a circle. And what my plans with it is, I'm gonna use that center fold there to put it right up to my center here, and that should give me an even amount on the two sides. And if I move this just right, it'll give me an even amount top and bottom. So I have that, but here you can see the front or the back of my book actually. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the negative part of it just to slide under to make it where I don't get any paint on that. I'm not worried if it goes anywhere else. So I'll just put my clip back on. Okay, and I am going to use the Dylusions black marble paint and the ink blending tool like I usually do. And this is kind of the reverse technique of what I did the other day. You'll see. Just get me a little bit out, because it doesn't take much at all. And then with the foam here, you want to, it's kind of hard to see because this is been used multiple times, but just get you some on your foam and then work it into, or work the paint into the foam. Just go in circles, large circles, small circles, any kind of circles. And because this is not a thick like a stencil, I do have to be a bit cautious, but I'm just going to go brush it out like that. And actually I need more paint, so let's just go ahead and take all that there. Oh goodness, I do want the background, or sorry, the outer circle to be pretty dark. Is left, sorry. Okay, that should do it. So, oh, I'll just take a bit away to that. Fill it off. Not too bad, only a little bit got in the way. Now, what you can do, because my intentions are, I am actually going to use this is the large direction stamp, or stencil, sorry. And I'm going to use it to outline not only here with the white, but I'm going to go in here with the black paint pen as well. So I can do those really quick. And then wait for the black on the outside to cure, and I can go over it with the white. And thankfully this pen is about ran out, so it doesn't want to work up underneath my stamp a whole lot, so that's rather nice. Alright, I keep saying stamp. Sorry, my stencil. Okay. So, what do we want to do? It's going to do a running stitch, a small running stitch. I'll go with that on the ones that are going that way, that are pointing towards the right. As well as I'm planning to try and put as many of my pages on as I can for you guys, just to share different ideas. And I didn't realize that even the simplest page could inspire somebody else to do something to theirs, you know? I think it's really, really awesome. Alright, and so for these, I am going to just go in and I'm just going to draw straight lines. The arrows that are pointing to the left, just going to draw straight lines in them. Alright, is that all of them? Yep. So now, what I might do is, because I don't like that black showing, I'm just going to take my paint pen and go in the small areas where the black paint couldn't get to. There we go. Now I have to let this dry, cure. I mean, it's dry to the touch, but it does need to cure. And I need to clean up my mess because it's bothering me that it's there, and clean my stencil, and I will get back to you and we'll put this page, or finish up this page. Okay, so I think I've had a little bit of a change of mind. I'm not going to add more arrows to the background like I was originally going to do. But I am going to go in and I'm going to doodle around the circle here. And because I have the running stitch in here, I think that's what I'm going to do all the way around the outside. I might do that really quick. Turn my book. And just go in and start doing it. Again, a lot of this is probably going to be covered up by my outer images that I'm going to use, but that's okay. It only takes a few minutes longer to do it, and it's a lot easier than trying to go around everything. Alright, and then for around the circle, I think first I'm going to go in and just leave a little bit of a border and draw around like so. I'm just going to kind of turn my book with it as I go. Hold my hand in roughly the same place. I wish I could draw a perfect circle. That would be awesome, but I cannot. Alright, go down this way. Okay, so to put my image on, or my images on, like I said, this is the Curious Corrin image by Dylusions, and I want her, I believe, to go, I want her down that low or in the center. Because it's really not going to matter if she's just kind of floating there. This is just a odd type page anyways. For this, because she does have the cutout of her neck and whatnot, it's a lot easier if you just put it on roughly where you want it to go. You take your ruler or your journal block and butt it right up next to the center of your book and press down, and then just fold it up like so. and that will give you the fold that you need to cut along. Okay, grab my scissors and cut that in half. Let me correct it here. There we go. Now I can see it a bit better. I've already put double-sided tape on. It is actually easier if you put the double-sided tape on first and then cut it to the size that you need. Alright, and straight up there. I believe that's all I'll need the scissors for. Okay. So yeah, you will see the gap, but it's fine. Grab my craft pick and start peeling the backs of my double-sided tape off, right? Take my glue stick and lather it all up in glue right along the edge really well where it's going to be at the bend for sure. And then take it and put it right up to the edge but not going over. Press it down really well. I don't know if I got any glue under that little strand of hair. I don't think I did. There we go. And right now, because the background is roughly the same colors as her, she doesn't stand out quite yet. But there's a couple different ways to combat that. Let's get the other side down a bit. And lather it with glue. Bring my book a little bit closer and put it right up on the other side here. There by the bend but not going over. And then, oh, that's going over a bit. There we go. Press it down. Really well. Okay, and grab my other images here. And then I wanted that one down there, so I'm just going to go ahead and start laying them out. Now these are from the Don't Won't Can't stamp set. They're the centers of the larger stamp. We actually, in one of my previous technique videos, which is the making a clear plastic window or something to that effect, that's what I used, or I cut these out of the center for those. And I had them left over and I wanted to use them, so that's what I did. If for some reason you don't have these or that stamp set, you can go in and draw yourself a square, a circle, even hearts, any shape that you want, cut them out and add little lines and a tiny little border around. I just had these and wanted to use them. As a matter of fact, this particular one that I'm about to put on, I just cut out of a regular sheet of my craft stock, 80-pound craft stock that I use to make my stamped images with. Because I needed another, so I just laid out one of these and traced it on the paper and made that. But again, you could, if you don't have those, you could use any shape that you would like. It doesn't have to be those specifically. These are just what I had. Okay, and then this one goes up here, roughly in this corner somewhere. There we go. And then one more. And I'm undecided because on that same stamp set they have little pointing cans. And I did cut me out 4 of them and colored them up to match. So I'm undecided on whether I want to use them or not. I'm just going to have to lay them on and see, because this was a day that I felt like I was being pulled in a bunch of different directions. So, do we want it like that or like this? Let's go like this. There we go. Alright. Again. Now, on this part here, where it's colored in, I'm going to use the black paint pen to outline the images. Just like so. Only over to the black circle there. The same thing here. And here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do her really fast. So that's out of the way. I wonder if I got some glue on. Let me see. Oh no, I just need to get more paint out. There we go. Okay. Now she kind of stands out more. And then I'm going to take my white paint pen and outline the images over the black. So that way they stand out more. Doesn't look as happy or as bright. Okay. Now, those would just be floating there, and I mean, that is what it is. I could cut the bottoms off of these and just kind of butt them up to that. And make it work that way. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So for this one, I'm just going to snip along that little purple piece there. I'm going to just put it right there. I shall make it work one way or the other. And then the same thing for this one. Just kind of snip along that purple edge. And just put it like that. Well, I guess I could go over a little. It's fine. I already knew this was going to be a bit of an odd page anyways, because this was one of those days I felt like I was pulled in every which direction. So it kind of suits it. Okay, go ahead and glue. And then place it about where I want it. Somewhere in here. Just like so. And do the next one, that one. There. Give it a good press. Do the next one. This one here, I'm just gonna kind of, maybe I'll go over it as well a little bit. Okay. And these two. And then the last thing would be to outline these 4 things. Okay, stick this one up here, just kind of floating in midair type of thing. And that's all right. And this one as well. There we go. Now, let those dry for a few minutes. What I can do, looking at it, she has dots on her dress, so I could actually go in and put circles all around, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Just tiny circles. No rhyme or reason for it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. On my book, I'm going to do the same thing down here. Maybe put a couple smaller ones. I'm not going over the border that I created. I'm just going in and doing it like this. Keep turning. Just do it all the way around. Almost done. There we go. Now, I can go in and, do I want to do anything to any of the circles, or do I just want to leave them like that? So, let's try an inconspicuous one. Let's try, well, let's go down here and see something. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna loosely zigzag in the circles that I just made. That'll help them stand out that much more, and I'm not filling them in completely. So, oh, my apologies, dear. You guys probably couldn't even see what I was saying. Or sorry, drawing. Goodness, it is late and I am exhausted. Okay, keep going around. Oh yeah, that makes them stand out a whole lot more, and I actually really like it. Again, it's a simple doodle that I tend to use a lot. And by very loosely zigzagging it, they almost look solid without being solid. Okay. Turn my book. Alrighty. Almost done. And I need to add a couple in here. Alright, did I get them all? I believe I did. And that's it. I hope this gave you some inspiration, some different ideas, different things to do for your pages. That is the page for the day. Again, I hope you guys found inspiration from it. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give this video a like. And until the next one, I hope you stay safe, stay warm, and I thank you so very much for watching, and you have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.